Hi there, everyone. This is IX. It's been a little while since I've posted, and this isn't really of any entertainment value. This is just a little something for members of the UHC subreddits that happen to watch my channel. This is just a little idea I had, and I thought I would throw it out there, see what people thought of it, for a new sort of game variant. So here's the basic idea. It's ultra hardcore. Teams, but there's an objective aspect. Each team gets a pillar that they must protect. There will be a button on this pillar that damages the entire team when pressed. The team that owns that particular pillar. Whenever enemies get to that, they'll press the button and your team will start to take damage, and you will only have limited time to stop them, or else your entire team will die. Base building will be crucial. So, yeah, ideally you will build some sort of base around that, possibly traps, or all sorts of little devious things you might do. Things that don't normally play a big role in UHC. Suddenly, whenever you add a defensive aspect to it, I feel like it will... Trap building, for instance, will become a lot more useful, and that was the whole idea. You have to have teams for this to work. I'll show that real quick. Yeah. You don't actually have to have this bit in your world, you just have to use these commands. I can go through the commands later on, or overlay them or something. But as long as you use those commands, it will work. The command blocks are a little bit quicker though. So I'm going to disable the teams and reset them real quick. Re-enable the teams. I didn't need to do that, but I was just going to set it up for you. Fresh and new so we can... I don't know, just so you can see how it works, I guess. So, right now, I am not on a team. If I go up here and press this button, I see the beacon get cut off, I see the lights turn off on the outside, and that actually indicates a cooldown timer, and once the lights come back on, this can be pressed again. If I just spam it, it won't make any difference until the cooldown timer wears off. It won't lengthen the timer, it won't shorten it, nothing happens to affect it. And it also won't send out another pulse. Now if I join blue team, once again, as you might have noticed this sign, the cooldown is 8 seconds, and this only will affect red team. So this is what red team will want to defend, because if I was on blue team, I'd want to come over here and start tampering with this, and put some hurt on them. They would ideally have people here to defend this, or just something, you know, probably... I don't know. I don't know what the ideal strategy is going to be. I don't know if people will move out as a team and leave it completely unguarded, except for maybe traps, or if they'll leave a couple people behind. It's totally up to them. So yeah, red team will be the ones defending this particular pillar, and each team will get one of these. It's symmetrical objective gameplay. It will always deal exactly 1 heart. This can be tweaked, of course. I deliberately chose 1 heart of damage every 8 seconds. So, ideally it will take you 72 seconds to get a team down from full hearts to nothing. So, if you can't get back in over a minute, then yes, your team will die. You shouldn't wander that far away from your pillar. You should always at least have someone inside of it, I think. So, yeah. Oh wait, I should show you that if the lights are off, pressing the button won't do anything. Yeah. So you have to wait until the cooldown activates. And that's the basic gist of it. Ideally, I was thinking originally that I would put this in a custom map, like pre-built. People will know the basic layout of it and how to get resources. And it's just something that's, well, it would make it a bit easier to actually build defenses and stuff like that if part of the structure was already constructed for the players and people already knew of choke points and stuff like that. It would allow for a more controlled game experience, but I'm not sure if people really want that in UHC. So I was just going to throw this out there if people might want to test this in a vanilla UHC match, all you would have to do is be able to set up the teams and basically plop one of these for each team into your world. Right now this is set up for Team Red. You can name the teams anything you want. You can have 2 teams or 4 teams or however many teams you would like to. I would kind of like to see this with 4 teams. Just because, you know, another team might be coming up from the distance ready to attack this, and then they see the beacon light get shut off for a second, and they realize, oh, we're not the only team here to attack this, and then battle gets all chaotic. I don't know. Oh, and this is also the thing without all the extraneous stuff. I have all the important redstone surrounded with bedrock. So you can't actually get in and tamper with the clock or anything like that, or the command blocks. But still, I think it might be good just to have a rule where players won't build directly on this or break any of the blocks or place blocks directly above it, because they would still be able to tamper with some of the things like turning off the beacon light to confuse the enemies, or I don't know, breaking out the lights or accessing some of the redstone that powers the lights. Again, they won't be able to actually mess with any of the redstone that powers the damage dealing and all that. All of this bit is surrounded complete with bedrock, as is this. But some of this redstone had to be kind of exposed. It's not surrounded completely with bedrock. So yeah, it would have to be kind of an honor rule not to actually mess with these themselves. But that's the basic idea anyways. If you want to see how this works, here, you'll notice at some point a sign will come through here. Yeah, there it goes. So it just uses hoppers as the timer. It's a nice, precise way of doing things. Each one of these adds 0.4 seconds to the time, and then it gets fed into the dropper. Another 1.5 feature, very useful. Press this, the dropper activates and sends the sign around the loop, and it passes through each of these hoppers and back into the hopper, and then the comparator sends an output signal to the command blocks and to that piston and all the lights once the cycle's completed. And pressing the button again will not affect these hoppers in any way. It just won't activate again until it's made the full cycle. So that's how the clock works. But yeah, that's the basic idea of it. And you can do this with any type of world you want, and it would be interesting to see in UHC, I think. Though I don't know how you guys think. So that's why I just thought I'd throw it out there. And yeah, otherwise, if I didn't show this idea, it probably just would have died. So I thought I'd share it. I guess that's it. Thank you guys. Goodbye.